You feeling any better?
Oh, that painkiller finally kicked in. Thanks for handling Aaron. I probably should have told him I had my period, but I don't know, suddenly just felt really weird talking about it to a guy. I don't think he wanted to know.
You probably didn't. And my dad still gets all weird if he sees a box of tampons in the bathroom.
Really?
He thinks I don't notice when he starts looking at me like I'm gonna faint or something. He starts saying, would you like to lie down, or let me get you a blanket?
What's with guys anyway? Are they just ignorant or what?
I'm hardly the expert. It just seems like guys like to keep it simple. You know, you win the game, or you lose the game. You're my friend, you're my enemy. I love steak, I hate shopping. And I guess when it comes to a woman's body, there's just too many variables.
You know, I always thought that you were so pampered and so sheltered that you couldn't possibly know what the real world was like, and now it seems like you know more about guys than I do.
I was lucky. I grew up with a brother.
Yeah. You must miss him.
You know, and Bryant's been dead for over a year now. But I still get the impulse to call him and tell him about my life. And I have to remember he's gone. Over again.
Oh. It's rough.
You know, I could talk to him about anything. You know, big stuff or stupid stuff. He'd always be interested.
I saw him once at the mall with his girlfriend, Jennifer Munson. He was really hot.
He was such a great person, too. You know, nice without being obvious about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I always wanted to grow up with a brother. Actually, I wish I had one right now.
How come?
Because maybe a brother would tell me what's wrong with me.
Allison, there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, come on. Don't you think it would help me if I know why most people always seem to have a problem with me?
It's not really a fair question.
Maybe not, but I'd like to know the answer. And I'd like it to come from you, Luce.
You promise you won't get mad?
Promise.
You're always reminding everyone how hard your life has been.
What? How can you say that?
Well, you told me to be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like this flag you wave to get attention. And you really don't need it because you're such an interesting person all on your own.
You really think that?
Of course I do. You're smart and funny, and you're not afraid of anything.
Thanks, babe. Are we supposed to be working on what's wrong with me?
You want more? Okay. Well, you're not very good at thinking things through.
Give me an example.
Taking that picture of Aaron and me on his bike and then showing my father?
Well, you guys were ignoring me.
Yeah, but even if we were, how is getting me in trouble gonna make things better? It's like you're your own worst enemy, you don't even know it.
Emily says the same thing. She's wrong a lot.
See, that's another thing. You never listen when people are trying to help you.
Well, why am I supposed to listen? They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, sometimes, but sometimes they do. And if you don't listen to what they're saying, you're gonna keep making the same mistakes.
So what, I'm just this total loser?
No, not at all. You need to use your abilities in a more positive way.
Kind of like Spider-Man, huh? I mean, he could use his powers for evil, but instead, he's a hero.
Yeah. Just don't go climbing any buildings, all right? It's a lot more dangerous than it looks.
You're a trip.
Me too, Allison. I'm really glad you're my friend.
Me too.
Is it safe?
Not for you.